A morning routine. Why is it important? A morning routine? Like whenever I wake up at noon? What do you mean? What do I need a morning routine for? So, the reason I'm making this video is because a solid morning routine has changed my life. Maybe you need something that's going to make your life better. So, one of my goals on this platform, wherever you're watching this right now, is to give you good advice that I've received from other people, that I've put together and packaged for my own life, that hopefully I can help you out with. One of the issues I've always had trouble with throughout life is waking up in a good mood. I still struggle waking up in a good mood, but now I can get myself into a good mood before I actually get up and leave my room and interact with society or interact with my family. And right now, if you're watching this during the quarantine COVID era, I don't know when you're watching this, you might be running into a problem where your routine is all messed up. You don't have the same routine you used to have, so life is kind of up in the air right now. And I've never found a morning routine to be more powerful right now than it's ever been in my entire life, and more important than it's ever been in my entire life. I've tested a lot of different ways of doing a morning routine, and I'm just going to go through a couple of quick things in this that might help you. They've definitely helped me, so maybe take some notes, and here we go, okay? I think the biggest step to starting a morning routine and having a good morning routine that puts you in the mind frame that you want to be in is to have a good nightly routine, a good intention before you go to bed. So for me, I make sure that I read a little bit before I go to bed. I always have a bunch of books that I'm selecting from. The Bible is always one of those books I'm always going through and getting some information from, getting some motivation from, getting some wisdom from. But those books can vary for you. I would not recommend reading anything that's fiction. I would not recommend reading anything scary. I would not recommend reading anything that's going to get you too wrapped up in it where you can't stop reading it because you're enthralled by it, because then you're not going to go to sleep when you're supposed to. But set an intention before you go to sleep at night. What is your intention for either your sleep or your wake up or the next day? So for an example, sometimes I'll set an intention of, I want to have really vivid, positive dreams tonight whenever I sleep. And I'll repeat that to myself multiple times while I'm laying in bed about to fall asleep. Or I'll have an intention, I want to jump out of bed in the morning when I wake up. When I wake up, even before my alarm goes off, I want to spring out of bed. That's one of the big things I want to do, okay? I'm not going to say that it's going to work the first time you do it, but if you do it enough, you'll start to find that those intentions start to come true. Or maybe you have something big coming up the next day, like you have to do a presentation or a Zoom call with 15 people, and you have to do a presentation on the Zoom call. That sounds like a terrifying situation to me. Set an intention of, I'm going to be the best I can possibly be tomorrow. I'm going to speak eloquently tomorrow, or whatever your intention is, but always make it like an I am. Intentions, just like mantras, just like affirmations or incantations, should be I am at the beginning. And that's a big part of it, okay? So I am, whatever that might be for the next day, that's your intention. And then try to set yourself on getting 9, 7.5, or 6 hours of sleep. That might sound weird, and that sounded weird to me whenever I came across it, because I always thought, I'm supposed to get 8 hours of sleep. That's what they recommend. Well, apparently sleep cycles come in 6-hour increments, or would end at 6 hours, would end at 7.5 hours, or would end at like 9 hours of sleep. So if you wake up in between there, because I often would get 8 hours of sleep and I would wake up feeling groggy. Other times I wake up on 6 hours of sleep and I feel great, okay? So a big part of the morning routine too is to make sure that you wake up the same time every day, no matter what time you go to bed. I have not mastered that one yet. Trust me, I have not. But I have really been trying to hit that 6, 7.5, or 9 hour sleep cycle. And that's really good. So that's some good stuff that can help you. Big recommendation, when you wake up in the morning, actually talking about the morning routine itself, a big piece of that is going to be giving yourself at least 1 hour to do whatever you want to do in the morning without anybody else bothering you or talking to you or being around you. Whether you're a people person or you like to be alone in the morning, maybe you're a morning person and you love to talk in the morning, still, give yourself that hour. Trust me, it's going to help. It's valuable. Maybe you think an hour is too much, then do a half an hour. Do 20 minutes. I don't know. Also, this isn't like verbatim, it's experimentation. Experiment with what works for you. I found if I give myself an hour, I am golden for the rest of the day. And real quick, what I do in the morning, I stretch, I pray, I meditate, I journal a little bit, I might read a little bit, but I give myself space to do whatever it is that I need to do for at least an hour. So if you have kids, that means waking up an hour before they get up, which might mean you have to wake up pretty darn early. You're not being bothered when you wake up early. You'll give yourself an hour to wake up. I'm one of these people, man. It takes me a while to wake up. So maybe you got to give yourself that time to wake up and then do one challenging thing in the morning. What is the challenge? I'm going to challenge myself to do something, brother, that I've never done before. So whether that is journaling, which is maybe something challenging that you don't do about your life or about who you are, about how you're feeling right then. Maybe it's to drink 2 large glasses of lemon water to get your body rolling. Maybe it's that you're going to fast until noon. You're not going to eat breakfast. You're going to fast. Maybe it's that you're going to take a cold shower. That's my favorite. I take a cold shower. Or maybe you're just going to stretch. Okay, so I'll get a cold shower. I'll turn the water hot. I'll get a hot shower. Last minute of that shower, I turn that sucker to cold, and I just deal with it. And trust me, the more you do it, it's still pretty hard. No matter how many times you do it, but I'm always super thankful after I do. Like, wow, that cold shower woke me up. I'm feeling good, and I'm putting myself to the test. That's the thing. It's about challenging yourself, getting out of your comfort zone. So these are experiments. Try for yourself. But for myself personally, a solid morning routine. Have a nightly intention before you go to bed. Go for at least 9, 7.5, or 6 hours of sleep. At least 1 hour of alone time whenever you wake up. And one challenging thing whenever you do get up. If this was helpful, if you think that I'm a stupid maniac, either way, anywhere in between, drop a message. Thanks for watching.